What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. 2 weeks ago I was walking on this water on ice. We had two and a half inches of solid clear ice. It was strong enough to fish on, but I didn't want to post this video and mislead people into thinking that the ice on the Mississippi River is good right now. As I'm recording this, it's December 28th, so the day before this video gets posted, and I just wanted to show how fast the conditions can change. We did have warmer weather, we had rain, and it completely ate that ice up. Obviously nobody's going to walk on this because it's water, but if you did have a lot of ice and you had that rain, you had that warm weather, and you still had ice, you have to be really careful just because that ice strength really deteriorated. So enjoy the video. We're out ice fishing. It was recorded on December 12th, but we're gonna be looking probably second week of January before we're going to be getting on any ice again here around the Mississippi. But watch the video and I hope you enjoy it. All right guys, we're on the upper Mississippi River, and I've been looking for good ice for a better portion of the day. Found some spots, but they're more community type holes. But now I'm in a spot where it doesn't look like anybody's been out, but I know there's about 2 inches, and you can see the shoreline is thin and not as good, but the further out you get, the more ice there is. Now I know it snowed last weekend. You can see out in the middle there's patches of snow out there, so I know that ice has not melted since this weekend. And last night we got down into the teens, so it firmed this ice up even more. Although it's 40 today, I don't see any melting going on, and I still see good, clear, solid ice. I'm about 190 pounds, just for your reference, but I'm gonna go out on this ice and try and fish. I'll show you how thick it is. These are the kind of areas I'm looking for first ice. And one other important point that I did not point out is look for areas that are shaded for most of the day. Like this is a northern exposure shoreline. The sun's back over here. It does not get a lot of sun during the day. So once it freezes, it's not going to lose ice fast like something out in the open where the sun can hit it. So I'm looking for those shaded areas. I'm looking for that existence of snow on the ice. A little bit of snow is good, a lot of snow is not good. And I'm looking for that clear, solid ice. And then I want to spud my way out, and I want to be careful and take the safety precautions. So let's get out there and see if we can catch some fish. Like that much ice, like 2.5 inches. Using my Radcliffe Ultra inline. It's a new rod that Radcliffe's putting out. They've always made the long rods, but this one in particular has a new style reel with a drag. Nice metal reel. It's got a ceramic guide in it to guide the line up through the blank. And then it's telescoping as well, so you can collapse it down and it'll fit in your standard rod case. So a lot of nice improvements, and I'm looking forward to smacking some fish around here this afternoon. Got some marks down there already. I'm currently sitting in about 8.5 feet. Here comes a fish real fast for it. There we go, first fish. It's a bluegill. All right, so we're on fish. That didn't take long at all. Good sign. And guys, I've been walking around. I've been busting my butt here today, trying to find good ice. It's been a struggle around here in the upper Mississippi, and everywhere for that matter. Just haven't had the weather to lock things up. You really got to get, you know, specific on the kind of spots that you're going to be able to get on the ice. And talked a little bit about that in the beginning of the video, but you know, find those shady areas, find those areas that are out of the wind, narrow bodies, not big wide areas, but in the backwaters here in the Mississippi we have some narrow sloughs that don't have any flow in the winter, and they don't get a lot of sun, and they're out of the wind, and those are the ones that are going to lock up first. Once you identify those areas, that's just a matter of how do I get to it and what's the best way on the ice. There's one. Nice bluegill. There we go. Beautiful fish. Nice sized fish right there, guys. Oh, nice sized bluegill there. There we go, crappie. Nice. I knew that was a crappie. He came up and hit it high in the water column, and he didn't have that vibrating fight like a bluegill does. That's cool. I'm glad there's some crappie in here too. There's a crappie. Ooh, nice crappie. Oh, that was a big crappie. Dang. There we go. Another crappie. Nope, bass. Bass and crappie feel very similar when they're coming up the hole. They just kind of get hooked and open their big old mouths and use their mouth to resist your pull. This little bluegill, he was aggressive. Thought he was better when I hooked into him. Just switching things up here a little bit. I'm going to be using my G2 noodle rod from Radcliffe and ICX frost reel from PC Fun. We'll see if we can tag a couple fish with this setup. There we go. Right off the bat, just a little bluegill. There's a bunch of those down there. As you saw earlier, there's some slab crappie in here too, and some nice bluegills in the mix. It's kind of a spot where you never really know what you're going to pull up. There's probably some pike, some real good bass. So that's about as much ice as we're dealing with, but look how clear that ice is. It's probably maybe 2 inches, but that's good, clear, solid ice. Bluegill. I was wondering, something just came up just terrorizing that jig. He blasted up through the whole school, None of the other fish were moving. And this guy's moving. That's what he was doing down there. He was just tearing. I'm using a VMC tungsten tubby jig with the liquid Willowcat finesse tail. Chartreuse seems to be working. Got him. That was way up high. Nice bluegill. Pale. Very pale. Oh my gosh, what was it? Something just... Here he comes again. He's got it. Must be a bass. He wanted it though. Nice. That was fun. Man, did he come for it. So I've mainly been fishing 3 different holes. This is the middle one, and then I've got 2 over there, but I've been fishing the closer one. I've not caught a fish out of that hole yet. That one's 15 feet. This one's 11, and the one I started in is 8. And I just made another hole further down past my first hole. So thinking that's going to be maybe even a little shallower than 8. The fish were schooled up pretty good in here when I first got here. Now it seems like they're just moving around in schools more so. And I'm still seeing fish, but it's not like constantly lit up like it was when I first arrived. I've got a little bit of daylight left. I'm hoping they kind of crank up here, catch a few more nice fish here before we wrap up this video. Switched holes. I'm in the new hole I drilled. It is much shallower. Looking at about 6 feet here. Got him. Perch. That's why it was so aggressive. Getting a mixed bag in here. So far, bass, crappie, sunfish, perch. Got him. Nice fish. Winding down here. Got about 15 minutes left. Fishing got a little slower here into the afternoon. I'm still marking quite a few fish. I think this spot is loaded with small fish. There is some decent ones in the mix, but the majority of what I'm getting to bite have been smaller fish. And I'm missing a ton of them. I think they're just getting the tail of that finesse plastic. Got him. Ooh, that one raced up far. It's a better fish. That's a bass. Cool. Well guys, we're winding down. We're running out of time. That might be the last fish of the day. I don't know. We had a great day out here. We were the first ones to to be on this sheet ice right here. It's not as thick as what I would recommend walking on, but using all the precautions, we were able to come out here and do it safely and have a pretty decent day on the ice. Boom. Nice little gill to end the evening. I think that's gonna do it for us. We got some decent fish. Nothing real huge. That one crappie that got away was really nice, but get out there and enjoy some ice fishing, but be careful, you know, take all the precautions and follow all the safety guidelines when it comes to going out on thin ice. We had a great day out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you out on the ice.